Privatizing prisons. Ohio is faced with a bunch of financial issues, and the governor of Ohio is willing to sign a bill that will basically privatize prisons to save the state some money. Buffy McFadden, a Democratic representative in the Colorado legislature, said, "Philosophically, this is wrong. As long as you put money on bodies in a cell and you pay private stockholders for those bodies in the cell, we will never see a reduction in our prison population in this country. And in Colorado, where we doubled our prison population in the last 10 years, it's despicable." A few Colorado officials said low maintenance, low cost, well behaved inmates are what private prisons are looking for. The American Correction Association is a nonprofit organization which accredits both public and private prisons. It's kind of like giving a housekeeping seal of approval. But it also promotes the corrections industry and provides a meeting place for state and federal officials and for companies such as Mars Candies, which is associated with M&Ms, that want a share of that $55 billion that the government spends on corrections each year. In Pennsylvania, several hundred families have filed a class act lawsuit against two former judges who pleaded guilty for taking bribes in return for placing youths or young teenagers in privately owned jails. Those two former judges also admitted to facilitating a construction of private jails within the state of Pennsylvania. Private prison companies such as Corrections Corporation of America could use low maintenance, low cost, well behaved inmates as their private property, their channel property, that they could make them do work or make them produce things that the corporation would get paid for. When one transform a person into a piece of property, isn't that called slavery? Private prison companies such as the GEO Group Incorporated sells their stock on Wall Street based on the number of people that are in their jails. Now, this does not sound on the up and up. Again, this is another phase of exploitation of capitalism. And with our country already being in basically a police state as it is already, I mean, you got to be checked for luggage before you get on the airplanes, and they're scanning all through your body. This is just another play. There's another play for them getting to the home plate, and they're doing exactly what they got to do on the chessboard here. And it's just something that we are going to have to be careful with here. We got to really pay attention to this, dig deeper into this whole privatizing prisons, because private prisons is not a good thing. I mean, people making money off people in prison, that's not a good thing. So there'll be a lot of non-violent people going to prison, people that are very much not supposed to be in prison, and they're going to be getting paid off these people. It's sad. It's sad that our country is so based on money that we can't do what's right. People leave their families because the money's short. Women want to go with men because of money and not because of who they are deep down inside. If they're not a nice person, they don't care. Fathers and mothers be wanting children to go with the rich person, a person that can take care of them as if they can't take care of themselves. It's a messed up society, and I'll tell you something. It's only going to get worse. Obviously, privatizing prisons and having private prisons, people making money off people in prison, it's only going to make the jail toll of the people that's in jail. It's just going to make it increase. So we're going to see a larger increase in that. This is Michadini. Visit Michadini.com. Support the cause. It's a war against us all. It's definitely a war against us all.